Hi, and thanks for joining us for our class today. So today's class we're going to look at strengthening and challenging through our upper body, as well as doing movements to really engage and strengthen our abdominals and our core as well. So we're going to bring those together by looking at some upper body and that lower limb control. So I hope you enjoy the class today. Remember, always work to a level that you feel comfortable with, because most importantly, we want you to enjoy it. So we have the option in today's class of using some hand weights. So I'm going to just use some half a kilo weights. You can go up to a kilo. That was probably enough of a weight. So if you haven't got any hand weights, then raid your kitchen cupboard. If you've got a tin of beans or something similar, you can use, just so you can add a little bit of load into your hands if you want to. But equally, you can enjoy all these exercises without that. Okay, so when you're ready, we're going to get started in standing and then come down and continue the class onto our mats. Let's get started. Okay, so if you're using the weights, we're just going to have those in our hands here. So we're just going to start by bringing those toes apart and those heels apart, so those feet at that hip width distance. Just to start with, we're going to transfer that weight coming to the front of your toes and then back onto your heels. So just nice and slowly forwards and back. Just look to find that midpoint between those two movements. That weight's going nice and evenly through your feet. Knees are nice and soft, so not locked back from there. Hands up into your pelvis, very gently. We're going to tilt that pelvis forward and then tilting it back. So just gently forwards and back from here. Just look to find again that midpoint between those two movements, so that pelvis in that nice neutral position. That core's gently engaged, those ribs are soft, collarbones wide, and that neck nice and long and lifted. Lovely. So we're going to bring those elbows up into our side to start with, and we're just going to do some gentle chest openings here. So take a breath in. As we breathe out, we're going to open those hands wide, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and fold back in. Good. So squeezing the shoulder blades gently back, folding in. So breathing out as you open out, breathe in to fold back. And again, opening out and folding back. Good. Squeeze the shoulder blades gently back, folding in. Lovely. Opening out and folding back. So keep that neck nice and long, the shoulders down as we're opening out and folding back. Good. So on this next one, we're going to open out, squeeze the shoulder blades together, come back in, and then we're going to drop those hands, push back behind. Good. So opening out, fold back in, push back behind, squeeze the shoulder blades gently back together. Good. Opening out. Squeezing those shoulder blades gently back as you reach those arms back. Lovely. Pushing back. Keep those shoulders down, that neck long, well done. Squeeze the shoulder blades gently back. Good. Opening out. And pushing back and away. Lovely. Still keeping that core gently engaged. Push back and away. Lovely. And again, opening out, fold back. Squeeze the shoulder blades back and away. Last few here, opening out. Squeeze back and away. Lovely. And again, opening out and squeeze back and away. Let's do one more. Open out through that chest. Drop down, squeezing back to that start. Well done. Okay, let's float those arms back down. Okay, so we're going to bring our arms up to shoulder height just to work them in this position here to start with. So we're going to bring our arms out to the side, come back to the center, and we're going to bring them above our head. Good, and back down. So opening out, back to the center, reaching above your head. Lovely. And again, opening wide, bringing back to the center, lifting above your head. Good. Open wide, back to the center, reach above our head. Now on this next one, as we reach above our head here, we're going to come up onto those toes if you can, lower down together. Opening out to the side, back to the center, up on those toes, reaching up. Good. Back, reaching up. Lovely. So nice and controlled, opening out, folding back, reaching up if you can. Good. Opening out, folding back, reaching up. Good. Opening out, folding back, reaching up. Lovely. Last few here. Opening out, folding back, reaching up. Good. Opening out, folding back, reaching up. Lovely. Let's do one last one. Opening out, fold back, reaching up. Lower those arms down. Oh, lower those arms down. Well done. Relaxing those shoulders. Good. Okay, so we're going to bring our arms and legs in a little bit more here. So I'm going to come side on so you can see me a little bit more clearly. So we're going to do some bicep curl movements with our arms. That's when we bend our elbows like this and lower down, but we're going to add in our leg movement as well. So as we do the bicep curl, we're going to reach my right leg back, and as I come forwards, I'm going to drive that hip forward and extend my arms. So dropping back, driving forwards with that hip. Good. So the opposite leg is bending with me as I reach back, stabilizing me as I drive that leg forwards. Good. Reaching up. Bend the elbows, extending as you drive forward with that hip. Good, nice and controlled. That core's gently engaged. Well done. And back. So we're reaching back, driving that hip forward. Bicep curl, extend the arms. Good. Reaching up, dropping down, reach up. Good. One more here. Reach back, drive forward, lower that leg down. Well done. Okay, so we can do the same on the other side. So that left leg, we're going to reach the leg back, bicep curl with those arms, drive that hip forward. Dropping down, reaching forwards. So dropping back as we curl those arms and extending as we drive the hip forward. Good. Drop down. Good. So that opposite leg is bending with you as you reach back and stabilizing as you drive that hip forwards. Good. Dropping down, reaching forwards. Good. So we're just combining that bicep curl and that leg movement together. Well done. Reaching back, driving forward. Well done. Let's do one more. And drive forward, lower that leg down. Well done. Okay, so I'm going to stay side on so you can see here. So we're going to go into a little squat movement with a bit of a shoulder row exercise as well. So we're going to drop down into a little squat here, and then I want you to lift those shoulders up and bring the arms back up. So you just sort of hitch at those hips, lift up and up. Good. So drop those arms in front, lift up through those shoulders, coming back up. Good. So dropping down, palms facing down, lift up and come extend back into standing. So dropping down, reach up through those shoulders, lifting up. Well done. So dropping down, reaching into that shoulder row and lifting up. Lovely. So just leaning forwards, reaching up and back up. Well done. Drop down, shoulder row and lift up. Beautiful. Last few. Reaching and up. Good. So we're going to drop down, bring those arms up and lifting up. Lovely. Dropping down, reach up through those arms and up again. Good. Reach forwards, lift up and up. Last one here. Reach forwards, reaching up and lifting up. Well done, very good. Okay, so we're going to come down and do a few roll downs from here. So take a breath in. As you breathe out, tuck that chin down, just rolling slowly down towards the mat. You just let those weights vessel in your hands just hang here. Breath in, and as you breathe out slowly, coming back up into standing. Good. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, tuck that chin down, rolling those hands slowly down towards the floor. Just let those weights sort of lead the way as you come down. Breath in at the end, and as you breathe out, gently coming back up into standing. Good. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, tucking that chin down, rolling those hands slowly down towards the floor. Take a breath at the end here. As you breathe out, slowly coming back up into standing. Good. Okay, we're going to come to the end of my mat, so I'm going to roll down into 4-point kneeling from here. So take a breath in. As you breathe out, tuck that chin down, rolling those hands slowly down towards the floor. Take a breath in here. On that out breath, soften those knees. We're just going to walk our hands down and come down into 4-point kneeling. And we're going to continue our class from here. Okay, so we're continuing the class here in 4-point kneeling. So we've got our weights just in front of us. We're going to leave those there and we'll use them again in a minute. So just have them nearby if you're using weights. We're going to have our hands underneath those shoulders, elbows soft, those knees are underneath those hips. And we're just going to start by gently mobilising through our spine with a cat stretch here. So we're going to tuck that head under, arch that back up, and then dropping down, extending the spine, looking forwards. So again, dropping that head down, flexing that spine, arching that back, and then drop down, look forwards. Good, and again, tucking that head under, arching that back, drop down, look forwards. Good, and again, flexing through that whole spine, then drop down, look forwards. So just nicely, gently mobilising that spine, drop down, look forwards, and flexing. Good. Now on this next one, just want you to think about where that midpoint is between those two movements. So we find now that nice neutral position of our spine. So that back's nice and flat, that core's just gently engaged, that belly button just drawn up towards our spine from there. Lovely. Okay, so just to start with, we're going to extend one leg out and we're going to do a little tricep movement, so work the backs of our arms here. So I want you to keep those elbows into your side, drop them down towards the mat, at the same time extend that leg up and lift up. So just go as low as you feel comfortable to go and lifting up. So we're aiming to get those elbows down towards the mat, lifting up. Good. So let's do 8 more here. Good. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then coming back up, slide that leg back in. Very good. Okay, so opposite leg extended. We're going to do another set here. So keeping those elbows in towards your side, we're going to drop them down towards that mat and lower down. So if you can't go all the way, just go a little way, dip and lift up. If that feels enough, dropping down, lifting up. Good. Okay, so let's do 8 more together here. So we're going to go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower that leg down, slide it back in. Let's drop down, have a little stretch out and reach to those hands. Well done. So just stretch through those arms, dropping those bottom down onto your heel. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, just relaxing down. Good. And again, breath in. And as you breathe out, relaxing down. Well done. One more time, breath in and out. Good, and then we're going to come back into 4-point kneeling. Okay, so we're going to use that weight in one hand now if you're using a weight. So just having one hand just onto the mat here, the other hand's got that weight in it, knees still underneath my hips from here, and we're going to just do a shoulder roll movement. So we're going to bring that elbow up towards the ceiling and come back down. So reaching up and down. Let's do 8 more. So we go 8. Good. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower back down. Very good. Let's switch sides. So weight into the other hand. And we're going to bring that elbow up towards the ceiling and back down. So reaching up and down. Let's do 8 here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lowering back down. Very good. Okay, so weight into the other hand. This time I want your palm facing forwards, and we're going to do some little curls here. So I want you to bend at the elbow, and then we're going to reach that hand forwards. At the same time, opposite leg, I'm going to bring that heel up towards the ceiling. So sort of like a little donkey kick with the legs. So reaching forwards with that hand. Good. Heel up towards the ceiling, back down. So I'm using those bottom muscles to extend that hip, reaching forward. So like a little double curl here. Good. Reaching forwards and back. Nice and control, folding back here. Good. Let's do 5 more. So we go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fold back. Well done. Okay, weight in the other hand if you're using a weight. Don't have to though if you don't want to. Bend that elbow, okay, and then we're going to reach that arm forward, kick that leg back and up. So heel up towards the ceiling, fold back in. Good. So reach forward that hand, fold back. Good. Reaching up, fold back. Heel up towards the ceiling, that little donkey kick movement, just working that bottom muscle here. Reaching up, folding back. Good. Reaching up, 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fold back down. Well done. Let's have a little stretch out, drop down. Well done. So just nice breath in and out here. On that out breath, just sink down. Reach those arms forward, just have a little stretch. Well done. Good. Okay, so we're going to come back up. We're going to pop those weights to the side and we're going to drop down. If you've got a little pillow, use that for your forehead. And we're going to just come down onto our fronts from here. Okay, so we can just rest our hands down in front of us to begin with. Have our feet that hip width distance apart. And we're just going to work our legs a little bit here with a one leg kick. So just to start with, I'm going to bend at the knee. I'm going to flex at the ankle, point, flex, lower back down. We're going to alternate sides, so flex, point, flex, lower that leg down. So bending at the knee and lowering down. So a little hamstring curl here. Good. So we flex, point, flex, lower that leg down. Good. And again. Lowering down. Well done. So we're alternating sides here. Keeping going here. Well done. And now if that feels comfortable, we can add a little extension of that hip if you want to. So as we bend the leg up, we lift and extend the leg away. So we still bend the leg, flex, point, flex, extend and lengthen that leg away. Good. So flex, point, flex, extend and lengthen the leg away. Good. Extend and lengthen. Well done. So movement through that ankle, and we're lifting and lengthening through that leg. So it's not a big movement. Don't expect to go too far. So we're flex, point, flex, extend and lengthen the leg away. Good. Flex, point, flex, extend and lengthen the leg. So nice smooth movement, extending and lengthening. Good, so just working those bottom muscles. That's what you want working to extend that leg, and lifting and lengthening. Good. So keep that core gently engaged. It's that bottom we want lengthening, and lifting that leg. Lift and lengthen. Well done. Flex, point, flex, extend and lengthen. Good. Flex, point, flex, extend and lengthen. Well done. Extend and lengthen. Well done. Good. And again, flex, point, flex, extend and lengthen. Let's do one more each side. Good. Extend and lengthen. Last time. Extend and lengthen. Well done. Very good. Okay, so just resting my head now down onto the mat, or onto that little pillow if you've got one there, or a little towel, and then I'm just going to bring my hands either side in that L shape here. Feet still that hip width distance apart. We're going to work our upper body a little bit here with our swan dive movement. So keeping that neck nice and long, that chin tucked in. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're just going to lift that head, that breastbone off the mat, and then lower back down. Good. And again. So breath in. As you breathe out, lifting up. Breath in to hold. As you breathe out, lower that head and that breastbone back down onto the mat. Good. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, lifting up. Breath in. As you breathe out, slowly lower back down. Good. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, lifting up. Breath in to hold. And as you breathe out, lowering back down. Well done. Now, if you can, on this next one, breath in. As you breathe out, lifting up. If you want to, we can add in just hovering those arms above the floor there, and then lower them down together. Good. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, lifting up. Raising those hands, just hovering on the floor, and then lower down together. Good. Breath in to prepare. As you breathe out, lifting up, hover those arms, and then slowly lower down together. Good. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, lifting up, hover those arms, and then lower down together. Good. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, lifting up, hover those arms, and slowly lowering down. Good. Last couple here. Breath in. As you breathe out, lifting up, hovering those arms, breath in, and lower down as you breathe out. Last time. Breath in. As you breathe out, lifting up, breath in to hold. As you breathe out, lower down together. Well done, very good. So keep those arms in this position, and we're going to just stretch out with a little cobra stretch here. So breath in. As you breathe out, lifting up, slowly coming up into that stretch. Breath in here. Then as you breathe out, we're going to walk that spine. So walking that tummy, those ribs, that breastbone, and that head back down onto the mat. Well done, breath in. As you breathe out, lifting up. Lift that breastbone, peeling those ribs, that tummy up just to where you're comfortable. Breath in here, keep that neck long. And as you breathe out, slowly lowering down onto the mat. Breath in here. As you breathe out, lifting up, coming up into that position. Breath in to hold. Then as you breathe out, walking gently back down onto the mat. And coming back down from there. Well done, very good. Okay, so let's come round onto our backs from here. So we're going to come round onto our backs. If you grab your little weights again if you're using them, because we're going to use those again here if you want to. So I have one in each hand from here. So have our feet and knees that hip width distance apart. Just to start with, we're going to tilt that pelvis forwards and back, just looking to find that midpoint again between those two movements. So that pelvis in that nice neutral position. That core's gently engaged, those ribs are soft, collarbones wide, and that neck nice and long and lifted from there. Okay, so we're going to start with some arm scissors. So we're going to float our hands up towards the ceiling from here, and we're going to reach one arm back above our head, fold back in, and then the opposite arm. But what I really want you to think about is what these ribs are doing. So make sure as you bring your arm back, you're not letting those ribs flare. We're keeping that connection between those ribs and those hip bones as we bring that arm back above our heads. Good, and again, reaching back and fold back in. Well done. Reaching back and fold back. Lovely. Good. Now I just want you to make sure your palms now are facing away from you. So down towards the floor. Then we're going to reach that arm back again. Come forwards. Opposite arm reaching back. Back to the start. And then we're going to add in a chest press. So we're going to drop those elbows down onto the floor. Then reaching up. So reach one arm back and forwards. Opposite arm back. Forward. And then drop those elbows down onto the mat, reaching up. Good. Reach your arm back, forwards, opposite arm and back. And we're going to add in that chest press down, lift up. Good. Reaching the arms back and forwards, opposite arm back, forwards, and then a little chest press down and up. Good. Reach the arm back and forwards. Good. Opposite arm and back, and then a little chest press down. Good, we'll just do a few more here. So reaching back, nice and control, keeping that connection between those ribs and those hip bones. Drop down, lift up. Reach the arm back, forwards, opposite arm and back, little chest press down. Good, let's do one more here. So reaching up and back, opposite arm, back, little chest press down and then back up. Lovely. Float those arms back down. Very good. Okay, so we're going to turn our palms up now towards the ceiling, and we're going to raise one leg up into tabletop. So we're going to go into a one leg stretch here, but we're going to add some bicep curl movements as well. So take a breath in. As you breathe out, I want you to reach the leg away. At the same time, we're going to bend those elbows and then straighten as we come back down. Good. Opposite leg lifted. Lengthen away, folding back and lower down. Good. Leg lifted, reaching away and folding back. Now if that's comfortable here, then we can bring both legs up into double tabletop, keep that tummy engaged, and we're going to reach one leg away and fold back. So as we reach the leg away, we're just bicep curl with those arms. So reaching away, fold back. Breathing out as you reach away, breathe in as you fold back. Breathe out as you reach away, breathe in to fold back. Well done. So just combining that movement. If you need to have a little rest with those arms, you can, and then bring them back in. That's another option if you want to. Good, so breathing out, lengthen the leg away, breathe in as you fold back. Good, so we're bending those elbows to that bicep curl as we stretch that leg away. Good, reaching away, fold back. Reaching away and folding back. Well done. Reach away, fold back. A few more here, lengthening away, folding back. Good. Reaching away, fold that leg. Keep that core gently engaged. Very good. Reaching away and folding back. Good. And back. Reaching away and fold back. Well done. Good. Last few here. Reach that leg away, fold back. Well done. Let's do one more each side. Reach the leg away, fold back, and then fold those legs back down one at a time. If they're both lifted, back to that start. Very good. Okay, so we're going to go into a double leg stretch from here. So again, you've got the option of using the weights in your hands or not. Either way, we're going to work hard, so just pick what's comfortable for you. So we're going to float those hands up towards the ceiling. We're just going to start with our arms. So we're going to reach the arms above our head, come around in that circle, and then back to that start. So I want you to again think about that connection between those ribs and those hip bones as you bring your arms above your head and back round. If you're using the weights and you're really finding those ribs are flaring, then just pop those weights down, because actually we work this exercise quite hard just without using weights as well. So opening around and back. Good. So reaching above, coming around and back. Good, now we're going to add in our legs. So raise one leg up into tabletop. As you stretch your arms above your head, stretch that leg away, fold back together. Good. Opposite leg lifted. Lengthen the leg away, coming around and back up. Lower the leg. Good. Opposite leg lifted. Reaching around and back. So alternating sides with those legs. Reach the leg away, coming around and back. Well done. Opposite leg lifted. Reaching away, around and back. Good. Opposite leg lifted, reaching away, folding back. Now if that's comfortable with those legs, you can bring both legs up into double tabletop. And we do the same again, reaching away, fold back. Reaching away and folding back. Lovely. Reaching away, fold those arms back. Good. Opening around and back. Reaching away. Good. So breathing out as you reach away, breathing in as you fold back. Breathing out as you reach away, breathing in as you fold back. Really keeping that control through that center, that upper body control. Not letting those ribs flare. Well done. Breathing out as you reach away. Breathe in to fold back. Really good. Well done. Just do a few more here. Reaching away, folding back. Well done. Reach away and folding back. Lovely. Good. Reaching away and folding back. Good. Opening around. So we're doing one more each side, stretching those legs and back. Opening around. Lovely. Now if those legs are lifted, if you can, we're going to keep them lifted. Bring those knees together if you want to. And we're going to reach our arms above our head. As we come back round this time, if you can, we're going to lift up into abdo prep, reach for those toes and then lower back down. Good. Coming around from here, reaching into towards those toes, into that abdo prep, back and around. Good. So lifting up. As those arms come back, we're going to lower the head. Coming around, reaching forwards up into the abdo prep, lowering down and around. Good. Reaching up, lowering that head, coming round. Lovely. Reaching forwards, very good. Coming around with those arms as they come back round, reach up into the abdo prep. Lovely. And around. So just engaging those abdominals. Well done. Keeping that tummy flat as you come around, reach towards those toes, lovely, and back down. And again, reaching. Good, now on this next one, we're going to come around, we're going to reach up, we're going to hold this here if you can, and we'll do 8 little pulses. So we go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then lower back down. Come around and bring those arms back down by your side. Very good. Bring those legs down one at a time, back to that start. Okay, let's drop those weights down, bring those knees in, have a little hug and stretch that out. Well done. So just take a nice deep breath in and out here. On that out breath, if you can, just relax down into that stretch, that a little bit further. Well done. Good, so we're going to lower those legs down one at a time. Put those weights to one side now. We're going to bring our arms down by our side, out to the side of us and have a nice stretch out. So let's drop those knees over to one side, turn your head to the opposite side if you can, opening out and then slowly coming back up, dropping to the other side, opening out through that chest. Good, and then coming back. So just through that body, opening out through that spine, look that head to that opposite direction, just to increase that stretch slightly, and then coming up. Good, drop those knees over, turning that head, and then coming back up, and over to that opposite side, lovely. So just opening out side to side from here, drop those knees over, turning that head, rotating through that spine, and then coming back up. Good, and again, drop those knees over, turn that head, lift up, and dropping over. Good, and again, drop those knees over, turning that head, lifting up, and then over onto the opposite side. Good, let's do one more each side. Drop those knees over, turning that head, lovely, lifting up, and over to that opposite side. And then coming back, well done, bring those arms back in, lovely. Okay, let's stretch out through our legs now. So one foot onto the opposite knee, allow that leg just to relax open there. If that's enough of a stretch, then just stay there. Or if you can, we're gonna bring the other leg up and towards you, just as far as you're comfortable, and then we're gonna hold this stretch. So just take a nice deep breath in and out here. On that out breath, if you can, just sink down into that stretch, just that little bit further if you can, holding that stretch there. Well done, breath in. and out, relaxing down, well done. And again, breath in and out, just relaxing down, well done. Sinking into that stretch just slightly there as we're holding it, well done. Good, and then we're going to lower that leg back down. We'll do the same on the other side, opposite foot on the other knee. Allow that leg just to relax open there. If that's enough of a stretch, then just stay there. Or if you can, we're going to bring the other leg up in towards you just as far as you feel comfortable, and then we're going to hold this stretch here. So just taking a nice deep breath in and out here. On that out breath, if you can, just sink down into that stretch that a little bit further. Breath in and out, and again breath in and out, and just relaxing down, well done. Holding that stretch there. Good, one more time, breath in and out, relaxing down, very good. Okay, so we're going to stretch out through the backs of our legs now, so knee up towards the ceiling, lengthen through the back of the leg, feeling that stretch through the back of the leg there, and then we're going to hold this stretch. Good, so just holding that stretch here, lengthen through the back of the leg, toes pointing up to the ceiling. Just using your hand just to support that leg there. Don't overstretch it, just to where you're comfortable. Then we're going to add a little bit of movement in through that ankle. So we're going to point and flex through the ankle here. Just gently changing that stretch, just moving that foot, pointing and flexing. Well done. Good. And then holding that stretch again, toes pointing up towards the ceiling, just lengthening through the back of that leg. Well done. Good. And then lower that leg down. Last time on the other side, knee up to the ceiling, lengthen through the back of the leg, getting that stretch through the back of the leg there, holding that stretch, toes pointing up towards the ceiling, well done. Lengthening through. Good. And as we did before, just changing that stretch slightly, just pointing and flexing through the ankle. Just pointing and flexing, well done. And then holding that stretch again, toes pointing up towards the ceiling, lengthening through the back of the leg. Breathing in and out. Well done, no tension in those shoulders. Good. And then just lowering that leg down. Then we're going to slowly come back up into sitting, just in your own time. And we're going to finish off with a few little stretches here. So just sitting comfortably, either legs out in front or crossed leg, however you're comfortable. Weight going evenly through those sitting bones. Okay, so we're just going to bring our arms up to that shoulder height, into that little kind of Cossack position. And we're going to do a little rotation spine twist here. So take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to rotate round to one side. Breath in here. As you breathe out, back to that centre. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, rotating around. Breath in. And on that out breath, back to that centre. Good. And again, each side. Rotating around. Good. Back to that centre. Lovely. And again, round. Back to that centre. One more time each side. Rotating around. Back to the centre. And one more time. And back to that centre. Well done. Relax those arms back down. Then we're going to drop that arm down. Reach that arm over. Lengthen through that side. Good. And then back up and over. Well done. And again, reach the arm over. Lengthen into that mermaid stretch. Good. And back up and over. Good. One more each side. Reaching that arm over. Lengthen through that side. And then back up and over. Last time, reaching over. Lengthen through the side. Good. And then back up and over from there. Relax those shoulders. Fantastic. We've worked hard today. I hope you've enjoyed the class. Well done. And we'll see you again next time.